Hi, I'm Amanda Foxen-Hill, and today I'm going to talk about FSIQ, which stands for something about IQ. I'll have a look at it. I'll find it. Don't you worry. So back in 2019, as I was going through my ADHD assessment, I saw a neuropsychologist, and one of the tests, well, not one, but one of the results of the testing was to achieve a result for a full-scale intelligence quotient. So you get a result for that. And these are the results of mine. So Amanda's full-scale intelligence quotient was unable to be interpreted due to the unusual and significant discrepancies observed. And they go on. So that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Unusual and significant discrepancies. So basically what they're saying is when we do this neurotypical test to see if you're intelligent or not on a bell curve of the general population, your results, my results, were so unusual that we couldn't even tell whether you were a genius or having significant problems. It looked like you were both at the same time, and that's true. So when I dig down into those results, I have exceptional, like the highest score quotient that you can possibly get for verbal abstract reasoning. I also have exceptionally fast processing speeds and rapid generation of words, so I'm very verbose, I suppose, which is probably why I have a trouble getting the 3-minute videos in. But then I also have some below average scores in things like working memory and complex shape memory. So like sorting problems out visually is very difficult for me, more difficult than average, but my verbal abstract reasoning is exceptional. And you know, those discrepancies can make life, I've noticed on reflection how they make life difficult, because people hear me talk the talk, but when it comes to walking the walk, I fall over sometimes, literally and metaphorically, and that can make people very confused, because most people are seeing the world in this normal way, and they have a much less untuned piano. I have the untuned piano to the extreme almost. Anyway, I wanted to make this positive, and I also wanted to make this reflective about autism. So while I'm not a psychologist, I did look up to see if this kind of like untuned piano situation was common in autism. And it appears that it is, that a lot of autistic people have exceptional savant-like skills in some areas, and then deficits that are below average in others. So and that's quite typical. That's the kind of scenario you saw in Rain Man, and that's a very extreme example. So yes, it seems like my FSIQ knew that I was autistic before I did. Just to leave on a high, for me anyway, it seems that this verbal abstract reasoning skill that I excel at without being aware of is what's called fluid intelligence, quick reasoning, logical, flexible and lateral, good at recognizing groups, thinking with words, problem solving verbally, spotting codes, letters and numbers, and forming relationships between concepts, especially things that aren't obvious to others, or including, I should say, rather than especially. And careers that are good for people like me are artists, writers, inventors, investigators, so very good at investigating things, very analytical, curious, and we make good scientists and thinkers, and we're best if we work independently or alone. So it's a good job. That's exactly what I do in my day-to-day life. I work on my own as a scientist in my suddenly autistic brain, and it likes it a lot. So that's me.